Hey, it's Lamont White, the gay dating coach. I help gay men find love and stay in healthy relationships. So if you're single or you're in a relationship and you live in the United States, I'm your guy to work with. Listen, if you're watching this video, I want you to click like, share, and most importantly, I want you to give me your comments. The topic I'm talking about today, I'm sure is going to break the internet because I'm going to critique one of my colleagues. So the title of today's discussion is Kevin Samuels' advice good for gay men? So if you all know who Kevin Samuels is, he is a image consultant. He's a stylist. He helps people look better. But now he has transitioned over the last few years into a dating expert or like a relationship expert for heterosexuals. And his, I'll say propaganda, because that is exactly what it is. It's interesting. So I took some notes and I want to share them with you on some of the things that he talks about. Like, I feel like he is the black straight man's hero. He is pushing for the world to lift up black straight men while downing heterosexual black women. He wants them to be subservient. He wants them to be submissive. He has like these patriarchal views and very, very misogynistic values on how men and women should interact in a relationship. Some people might think that he's gay. Yeah, he might be. If you have receipts, bring them. But I really don't care about that. It's really about his views on how heterosexual men and women should interact in a relationship. And I just want to see how they apply for gay men. Like, do we believe in that stuff or do we not? And I will do like a FYI. If you subscribe to his beliefs and everything, have at it. If it works well for you, have at it. Do you, do you. However, most of my female friends, sisters, they don't subscribe to him. They believe that he just wants to down black women and he might be a little insecure. I might agree. All right, so let's listen to some of his views on marriage. I took some notes. So his thoughts on marriage is that the purpose of marriage is to build strong families. Gotcha. He also believes that marriage is transactional. So love is not a requirement. It's actually not even necessary to get married. It's more about building a family, building generational wealth, and making sure that if you're a single woman, by the time you're 65, 80, retirement age, that you'll be secure based off your husband's income. Yes, it's transaction only. It's all about money and making sure that you're safe and secure in a relationship. He also says that marriage is really about procreation. Heterosexual men really just want women to procreate. So that means if you're a woman between the ages of probably say like 21, 28, 29, 30, you are prime candidate for being dateable and being marriage material. So if you're 35, 40, you can just hang it up because you can't make babies then, right? So you're just no use. This is not what I'm saying. This is what he's saying. So just wanted to make sure we took notes. He also believes that in a marriage, both partners can step outside the relationship and have sex with other people. You just can't get caught and you just can't be messy. I guess that works for some. And then another view he has about marriage is that the man is the prize in the relationship. Yes, the woman's not on the pedestal. It's the man. The woman should be lucky that the man selected her to be in a relationship with him. He also has some different beliefs on gender roles, right? I'm going to share these with you. So he says for women, hashtag FBI. Yes, you've heard this, hashtag FBI. He believes the woman should be fit, beautiful, and inspirational. FBI. So fit, not not fit, feminine. She should be feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. So when he says feminine, he really means the woman should be cooperative or submissive. When he says beautiful, he means she should be thin, petite, slim. So if you're size 10 and up, or you're over 185 pounds, he's going to call you a linebacker, ladies. That's his words, not mine. Inspirational, he means you should be your man's cheerleader. You should be supporting all his goals, and your goals, your wants, your desires, they go to the back burner. They're not important unless they align with his goals. So that's his hashtag FBI. His hashtag for men is hashtag CIA. So he thinks men should be confident, intelligent, and assertive. Really, like just being like the top dog and just being in charge, being on top of your game. So here's the real question. Is Kevin's advice really good for gay men? Hell no. I would say the advice really doesn't even work for heterosexuals. I think it may work for like a small portion of the population, maybe like in my grandparents' day, way back. And he's trying to reinvigorate those thoughts and trying to make sure that black men are on the top. I just wonder, like, what happened to him in high school that made him this way, where women have to go down for men to go up. Well, can we do this at the same time? So again, I don't think it works for the straights. I don't think it'll work for the gays. The one thing that I love about being a gay man is that we get to create our own narrative. Yes, we don't have to subscribe to some of that bullshit. We get to say, no, this is who I am. This is what I want in a relationship. And we're not fixed to like a clock based on like if we can have children. So some women, yes, they should have children. It's safer under the age of 35. Gay men, we're really not worried about like a biological clock. What I have found is, though, most gay men do get married between the ages of 30 to 45. That's the sweet spot where most guys are getting married. Keep in mind, though, that gay marriage has only been legal in the United States since 2015. So we're still collecting data. We're still looking at some of the resources and the sources that we can say, how does this work long term for gay men? But 30, 45, that's when we usually get married. Okay, so if Kevin's advice is not good for gay men, we already ruled that out, right? What do gay men want? What do gay men look for when they're trying to find love or want to get married? So, I've been doing dating coaching and matchmaking since 2014. I have a public health background, so I know how to do my research. So I surveyed a lot of my clients. I looked at other surveys that ask guys who are looking for relationships and long-term couples of what works well for them. So I looked at these journal articles and I guess wanted to share my 2 cents. The majority of gay men are looking for certain things. Don't punch me in the face. Don't get mad at me for about to share this, okay? The caveat is most gay men are looking for these. There, of course, are exceptions what other gay men might appreciate and might want in a relationship. But the majority of gay men are looking for what I will say hashtag aims. They're looking for gay men who, they value aims. And those aims are appearance, independence, masculinity, and sexual compatibility. Yes. So when we talk about appearance, gay men, we're really looking for someone who's attractive. Are you taking care of your body? Are you fit? What does your hygiene look like? What does your grooming look like? So if you're looking for a guy, are you going to be most marketable? Take really good care of your appearance. Next, independence. And this is a tricky one because you have 2 men in a relationship. There's not a male, there's not a female. There are 2 men in a relationship. And gay men we value our independence, our own self-determination about what we want in our life and what we want in our careers. So when you have two independent men in a relationship, there's a lot of negotiating that occurs. A lot of negotiating that occurs when you're trying to figure out how to make decisions about life, careers, household responsibilities, tasks, who's taking the trash out, who's cooking dinner, all those types of things. If we're going to move, if we're going to stay somewhere, it's a lot of negotiating, of sitting down, having a conversation. When you look at some heterosexual relationships, it's typically the man making the decisions and the woman following along. Not in gay relationships. We have to sit down and say, hey, babe, is that going to work well for you? How best can we make this work? All right. Next, don't kill me for this one. I will probably do a separate video all about this, I promise you. It's about masculinity. Most gay men are looking, or they are attracted to some level of masculinity. If you look at the dating apps, you look at some of the research, you will see if a man is feminine, he's less desirable. He might be desirable to have sex with, but not to be in a long-term relationship. It is a fact that has, it hurts a lot of us in our community because some of us are feminine and that's who we are and that's what you embrace. But when it comes to dating or being in a long-term relationship, it's less desirable when you look at the dating field. So I always tell my dating clients, show different sides of yourself so that you can be more marketable. Because most guys want someone who is masculine and has a level of confidence. Finally, yes, sexual compatibility. The gays are looking to make sure that all the pieces work well when they get in the bed and they lay down together. Sexual compatibility is really key. Gay men want to know if you're a top, if you're a bottom, if you're versatile, or how flexible can you be so that you can please your partner when it comes to sexual positions, or when it comes to monogamy, when it comes to open relationships, or it comes to some type of agreements that you all have. If you're not sexually compatible, then your relationship is not going to work. So it's really important to look at those different values that I talked about, which are appearance, independence, masculinity, and sexual compatibility when you're looking for marriage. Now, when you get into a marriage and a long-term relationship, most couples are focusing on two things. That's intimacy and honesty. Yes, how can you be closer? How can you be more transparent in your relationship? Because you are going to evolve over time, right? So how do you make sure that you keep the intimacy there? And how do you remain transparent and honest with each other? All right, so that's my 2 cents. That's my critique on Kevin Samuels. I would love for you all to share your input in the comment section. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. Let me know what your experiences are with dating and marriage. All right, I'm going to be doing a series of these. We'll see you in the next video.